start about with a few of your thoughts.
To God be the glory for who He is, and really just for who He is, for being sovereign and God of the universe. I thank Him for strength and courage, for His good and perfect gifts. Thank God. I thought this was probably our best all-around team effort of the year. This was a good win. It's a tough team. Offensively, a lot of weapons, and could really shoot the three. Point guard, probably one of the best point guards we're going to play against all year. Good young big guys. I mean, just really a talented offensive team. And, we were able to put together, really on the defensive end, we were able to put together a string of stops, and offensively be able to capitalize on those stops and score. And it was kind of a game of runs. So I thought having a 3-point lead going into half after being down early was big, and then going up 14 to start the second half early in the second half. But again, it's a dangerous team. A game of runs, and then 50-50, and we go on a 10-2 run and go up 60-52. Excuse me, and that was big. And then another 5-0 run, but we were able to get stops. And when you're able to get stops and you're able to convert, that's big. And then to me, it starts with point guard play. And again, I thought our point guard play between Joe and Jordan was very good. I like the confidence they played with. They shot the ball well. They scored. Only had 3 turnovers against a very good defensive point guard. And we ran a lot of offense through them. And then I thought, Cam Black came up big towards late. We wanted to play inside out. But it was a great team. I thought everybody that got on the court, and even those that didn't, help us win.
Coach, would you start with that 50-50 run? You had 3 straight possessions where you scored, and then 3 straight where at least the 2 where you shut them out. Which was the bigger? Can you kind of?
I guess they kind of work hand in hand. I mean, I always count the defensive stops as the biggest, because even if we didn't score, the game would be tied, and we still have a chance to win. So you want to get stops. You hope you can get a stop and then a convert. Stop and convert. That's how you get separation. But as long as you're getting stops, you give yourself a chance to win. I thought, again, they had 20 turnovers. Our zone was probably the most active it was all year. I thought we did a really good job getting to their shooters. It was 6 for 20 from 3, but the guy that we really were worried about was Melvin Johnson. He didn't make a 3. He was 0 for 1 the first half, and I told our guys, I said he's their lead. He's taking the most shots coming off the bench, and he's taking the most threes. He was dangerous, very good offensive player. And I told our guys, I said it's unusual for him to just take 1 shot, so expect him to come out firing in the second half. And he hit a couple of deep threes. I know when he hit his first one, I was worried he was going to get going. But we did a good job of not letting him really string out some threes and really go on a run. But he was a big concern along with the point guard.
You mentioned point guard play. It seems like they're almost 2 different teams. Joe is very deliberate, and Jordan picks up the pace. If you're an opposing coach, how difficult is that to deal with during the course of the game? You're seeing 2 different things come at you.
I think when they're playing well, I think it can be a problem. I think, they do have 2 different dynamics, but the similarities is if, as long as they're taking care of basketball, and, our play selection may be a little different with Jordan than it is with Joe at times to try to take advantage of Jordan's quickness. And Joe is so good at running offense and getting the ball to the right people, especially inside. In our offense, when we run plays, he's really good at feeding the post off of the ball screens. He does a nice job. So you're right. When Joe's running good offense, and today he was shooting the ball. He's 4 for 5 from 3. And I think I just watch him, and if you watch his release and the way he gets his lift on his jumper, he's just shooting the ball with much more confidence from the three-point line. And he's playing with a lot of courage, and I like that. You know, that's a senior thing for me, and I'm happy for him.
Will you talk a little bit about Cam Black's play late? I mean, obviously we see the free throws and we saw the and one basket, but also he picked up the rebounding late.
Now Cam is you know, he seems to be a guy that at times gets started slow and is capable of having a big second half. But we felt like we needed to play big against this team. We felt like we needed to play inside out. We needed to get the ball inside and be an offensive threat. Plus, we needed to do a good job on the offensive and defensive boards. And we held them to 7 offensive rebounds, which was good. But I thought Cam, you know, it's been a few games where he's come up big in the second half, and he really did come up big. And he played a lot of minutes in the second half. And I thought, you know, he sucked it up and he did a good job.
We also talk about the free throw shooting. Obviously, it's a concern, but to what degree is it a concern?
Oh yeah, I mean, we need to keep working on it. We have some guys who really, you know, that really need to try to get better. The key is the guys that aren't good free throw shooters, they need to get better. But the ones who historically have been good, they need to stay good. You know, they don't need to drop off. You know, a guy like D. Brown going 4 for 7 or Joe going 1 for 4. You know, those guys are good free throw shooters. We need them to make their free throws. And the guys who we know that aren't good free throw shooters, they need to continue to get better. So you don't want kind of to be you know, I don't believe in rubbing off, but you just don't want your good free throw shooters to start missing. You know, you just want to keep getting better. So we got to practice. And, you know, sometimes it's hard to simulate game situations. We try. We shoot pressure free throws. We shoot free throws after we've been winded, simulate a game situation. But it's something that we got to work on.
How nice is it to not get questions about your shooting from the field from us?
Well, I mean, hey, it's an obvious question, you know, but hey, to God be the glory. This is really the 4th game where one game we shot 49 plus, but on average, this is the 4th game where we shot 50% from the floor. In the second half, we shot 60. So, like I said, to God be the glory. I think we're executing better, we're shooting better, and we're sharing the ball more. Today we had 11 assists, 13 turnovers, but it's a different kind of game where the ball stayed in the point guard's hands a lot. You know, they were, both of them had double figures, so like I said, it was a little different game, but I thought we executed the game plan on offense and defense. It was the best all-around game we played and the best all-around win we had. Because this team is they're a good team. They're a talented offensive team. You know, and they've been a tested team. They've been all over the country. They won on the road. They won at Pepperdine. They won at Houston. You know, they got a senior point guard. They're a talented team.
That's good.
Okay.